Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna be starting with the logistics space. So the first video or the first company that we'll be analyzing is Tiger Logistics India Limited. Okay. So since it's the first time I'll be covering this company, I'll share my screen and we will learn actually like what is the business model, how does the number look like, how does the guidance, and we'll do the entire valuation exercise, risk and everything we will cover in this video. Okay. So let us start. I'll start with sharing my screen. Okay, so is this on mute? Okay, thank God. Anyway, so yesterday, I was recording this video and I recorded the entire video and then I had to download it and I was checking the audio and I'm pressing like the volume button up and up and up and like can't hear anything. And that's when I realized like, dude, I literally shot the entire video by keeping, it was on mute and I shot the entire video. Matlab, anyways, let us start. I think this is, okay. So we're going to be looking at Tiger Logistics India Limited. So first, let us understand the business model. Now, from the name itself, you can understand कि like it is a logistics company. Logistics का मतलब क्या है? आपका एक चीज, let's say आपका कोई भी parcel हो, कोई भी एक item हो, एक जगह से दूसरे जगह में आपको बेच के देता है, ठीक है? So now, what kind of logistic company is this? Because when you talk about logistics, there are many kind of logistics, right? Now, for example, आप देखो, let's say आप यहाँ पे हो, आप बैंगलोर में हो, आपका चाचा के घर में आपको एक पार्सल बेचना है, ठीक है? You can go to let's say delivery or kuch bhi, there are so many other logistics company, Blue Dart and all, and you can do, right? So this is specifically for let's say people like you and me who have this ek ya do parcel bechna hai. It could be big, it could be small, basically for a consumer point of view. That is one kind of company. Then there is another kind, दूसरा एक company होता है जो businesses के लिए होता है. Let's say for example now, let's say Bajaj, okay, Bajaj का they have to send probably like let's say for example 100 bikes that is there from their manufacturing plant, or it could be from their godown. They have to send to different showrooms across in Bangalore. Okay, so now let's say probably their godown is somewhere in Haryana. Okay, from Haryana to Bangalore they have to transport it. So also for these kind also they would need a logistic company, right? So if you look at this Tiger Logistics is a specifically, if you look at them, it is a B2B oriented logistics company. मतलब क्या, ये दूसरे businesses का माल जो है दूसरे जगह में बेचता है. ये consumer के लिए नहीं है, हम जैसे लोगों के लिए नहीं है, बट ये बिजनेसेस के लिए, जो भी छोटा बड़ा कुछ भी बिजनेस हो उनका, वो उनका माल जो है wherever they wanted to send, they send it and they give it over there. So एक B2B एक लॉजिस्टिक कंपनी है, ठीक है? अगर आप ये लॉजिस्टिक्स के बारे में और भी बात करते हो ना, अगर आप लॉजिस्टिक कैसे ये करता है, मतलब अगर ये लॉजिस्टिक्स कैसे होता है, मतलब रोड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में इसका ज्यादा है या ओशन में है, शिप में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करता है या हवाई जहाज में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करता है. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ लॉजिस्टिक्स डू दे डू, in the sense like what kind of transportation that they do. Okay, if you look at this Tiger Logistics company, they are mostly into multimodal transportation. ये multimodal transportation का मतलब क्या है, ठीक है? मतलब है एक, अगर आपको एक सामान जो है, एक सामान को दूसरे जगह में बेचना है, then you will use almost whichever means of transportation that will get you to the fastest to your destination. Okay, मतलब क्या, you will use your bus, you will use your trucks, अगर आपको road transportation में, you will use all kind. It is not specifically to a certain kind. Like अगर आप देखते हो एक कंपनी है AVG Logistics जो listed space में है, ठीक है? And those people are mostly into आपका trucks and railway, वहां पे. ये जो है मल्टी मॉडल है, मतलब क्या, ये शिप में भी बेचता है, आपका रोड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में भी बेचता है, आपका हवाई जहाज में भी बेचता है. सारा का सारा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का आपका जो सौभाग्य है वो सब का सब यूज करता है, ठीक है? सी दिस इज व्हाई आई डोंट टॉक इन हिंदी, इज बिकॉज देयर विल बी सर्टेन वर्ड्स एंड आई कांट think about it at the time, because my Hindi is not fluent now, so I just can't, right? Okay, anyways, coming back, let's not digress. Okay, so they are a multimodal kind of transportation company. Okay, now over here, like again, when you talk about your logistics company, right, do you own? One of the biggest question that comes is, let's say if you could be a road transportation, Hawai Jahaz or whatever it is, but do you own the vehicles that you use for transportation, right? Like अभी यहाँ पे क्या होता है, let's say for example, अगर आप अपना ही खुद का जो है, अपना ही ट्रक्स है, अपना ही शिप्स है, अपना ही प्लेन है, then what happens, it becomes easier a little bit for you, because you don't have to depend on a third party. But also at the same time, when you have your own trucks, own plane and own ships, what happens? You become a very asset heavy model ना, because आप एक समझो, आपको शायद ये ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करने के लिए शायद आपका एक नया ऑर्डर आ गया, ठीक है, 100 करोड़ को एक ऑर्डर आ गया, पर आपके शायद वो ट्रक्स नहीं है, ठीक है, तो इमेजिन हाउ मेनी ट्रक्स यू प्रोबेबली नीड टू पुट, सो मेनी अमाउंट ऑफ ट्रक्स, आपका कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट जाएगा यहाँ पे. Similarly, at the same time, let's say if you are doing transportations through air, आपका logistics, imagine if you have to buy a plane, it is so expensive, right? I mean, can you imagine the amount of money that goes, you have to get in through the regulations and that and this, it becomes it becomes a very tedious process. Agar aap ye Tiger Logistics ka dekhte ho, you know what they do is, let's say for example, they use other people's truck, they probably have like a truck or ship, different ships and flight ke paas they have contracts, right? And they use their model in order to transport or in order to send their customer ka maal from one place to another place. Okay, so this is what they do. Unka kuch nahi hai, they use a third party. In this way, what happens? In this way, it is a benefit for them. Let's say kal agar unka 100 crore ko ek order aate hai and they need 100 new fleets of truck, right? They can go and just tell them ki like, bhai mujhe aur 100 do, like ye mere itna logistics hai, iska tumhe transportation karne. It is that person's headache. Whoever they are using as a contractor, it is that person's headache to manage like 100 trucks, 1000 trucks. इनका नहीं है. Similarly, let's say for them कल अगर आगे जाके, ठीक है, probably business में कुछ खराबी आता है, मतलब there is some problem in the business, utna kuch order nahi aate, then they don't have to worry. I mean, all they have to do is, just, they can increase, whenever the order is increasing, they can increase the number of trucks or ships or flight, whatever the mode of transportation that they're using with their third party contractor. Similarly, when the orders are not that great, they don't have to worry about, like wo asset agar yahan pe hai ki nahi, they can always dumb it down, to the amount that they need. Okay, so this is another advantage you can tell Tiger Logistics ka, that is being a little bit lenient of their balance sheet is, they do not have any such heavy capex, irrespective of, whatever the growth that might come. Now, other than that, if you look at them, like I told you, they're a logistics heavy company. So यहाँ पे कहाँ से logistic होते हैं? मतलब if you see, 80% of their goods is done by export. Okay, मतलब so यहाँ पे India से माल लेके बाहर बेचते हैं. Only 20% of that is done through import. मतलब बाहर का माल India में they do it. Okay, so other than that, if you look at it, so other than that, that's more or less of the business model. Like ये पहला चीज है, it is a logistic company. उसके बाद what kind of logistic company it is? It is a B2B logistic company, not a B2C. मतलब ये दूसरा company का माल जो है, they help it, to transport from one place to another place. Okay, they specifically work with businesses only. Okay, the third thing is they're a multimodal transportation. They're into everything. They are into road transportation, ship ka transportation, air freight ka transportation भी, but mostly into, if you look at their mix, they're mostly into ocean freight. मतलब आपका waterways में जो है वो ज्यादा है compared to, let's say, air या आपका जो road transportation में. The fourth point over here is their asset light model. मतलब क्या, इनको कुछ भी नहीं है, इनका कोई भी fleet नहीं है, either in terms of trucks, either in terms of ship, either in terms of plane. They don't own any kind of transportation over here. These people basically use other people's transportation. They contract it out, and get the work done. Okay, and similarly over here also, export is 80% over here and import is जो भी है. इनका अगर आप logistics का mix देखते हो, 80% is export and 20% is import over here. Okay, now over here I think one thing you will understand is India. अगर आप देखते हो India का logistics अगर आप देखते हो, India is an import heavy country. We import a lot more things than we export over here. So you might think like, if that is the case, shouldn't you be doing more in terms of import? Like that is where you will get a stronghold, you'll have more opportunities. But having said that, these people, the management believes that यहाँ पे export में उनका ज़्यादा, export is how they started at first, right? And they have a very strong foothold over here. Slowly they will start getting into import, but as of now they are very confident and they are very comfortable doing just the export, and they don't see any kind of risk over here in spite of India being a import heavy country. Okay, so over here I hope the business model is clear. Okay, अभी देखते हैं कि किससे कहाँ से कितना revenue आ रहा है. ठीक है, now let us understand the quarterly revenue composition या आपका yearly जो है, from which mode of transportation से कहाँ आता है. Like I told you, there are majority multimodal transportation. So as of Q2 FY25, can you see 95% of the revenues जो है, it is coming from multimodal. Another good example of multimodal I can give you is, let's say for example, एक Bajaj का showroom है, let's say in Visakhapatnam, okay, and they have to sell from Visakhapatnam to, let's say, they have to get it to Bangalore. Okay, they probably Bajaj has given Tiger Logistics order, देखो भाई मेरा गोडाउन में 1000 बाइक है and I have to send this 1000 1000 bike to different showrooms of Bangalore, okay, and you have to get it done. So Tiger Logistics क्या करते हैं, पहले विशाखापट्टनम से they'll probably take a waterway. Again, I'm just giving you an example. What is multimodal? Pehle they will take a ship, okay, they will first see how is the fastest way I can reach Bangalore with the minimum time and the cheapest way for me, okay. So first probably it could be they will take a ship, okay, they will take a waterway from Visakhapatnam to the closest port in Bangalore is near Mangalore, ठीक है, वहां पे जाके अपना पहले 1000 गाड़ी लाएगा. For Mangalore से Bangalore you can only come either via train या आप road transportation में आ सकते हो. So from there they will get it via road, and again of course now from here they have to send you to different places. Again they will do it via road transportation. मतलब क्या, multimodal का मतलब है you will either use flight and ship and water and roadways, anything, basically either one or all the three combinations, waterways, airways and roadways, one or all the three ways, basically anything which will get you the fastest delivery time for your customer, okay, fastest delivery time and the lowest cost. So that is called as आपका multimodal transportation, ठीक है. And then the other one is normal transportation. The most important thing can you see here, ये CHA है, ठीक है. What is this CHA? And as you can see over the years ये CHA का जो है 8, यहाँ पे देखो 8% था and FY24 में सिर्फ 4% है. So what is this CHA? CHA का है this custom clearance, ठीक है. Now you might see, right, there are times when you transport something, especially it could be through waterways, any mode of transportation, mostly it is valid in terms of air transportation. You would see that most of the times कि like आपका जो goods है it gets stuck with custom, clearance में थोड़ा issue आता है, ठीक है. I think everybody will have this experience if you especially send something abroad, right? So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, when this customs may it is stuck, right, you would need probably, let's say Bajaj ka, again I'm just giving an example, Bajaj ka gaadi, let's say they're exporting it from India to Singapore and half of the gaadi is probably stuck in that Singapore ka customs mein. Now what Tiger Logistics does is they have their agents, they have their own people who work over there, and they take care of this entire clearance part. They make sure they talk to the agents, they talk to the government authorities or the necessary authorities to get this goods cleared for the company, okay. So this is called as custom का ये CHA का जो ये contribution है, ठीक है. The next one is आपका industry wise revenue composition. Now अगर like I told you, right, in the first point when we analyze the business model का second point में हमने देखा है कि like ये लोग किसको help करते हैं logistics में, and we found out कि like ये लोग B2B company है, right. Specifically if you look at them, they are a B2B company. They don't work for people like you and me. B2C के लिए नहीं है, specifically B2B. So अगर ये B2B है, then from which industry is contributing more to the revenue? You will see majority of the revenue, this 78%, ये Q2 FY25 का अगर आप देखते हो, majority is coming from कहाँ से, आपका automobile से. As you can see, automobile मतलब आपका 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler, all of this is here automobile. So this is the most that is coming revenue contribution. The second revenue contribution is others, right? And others again it could be your rice, your FMCG goods, rice and other things, then commodities is 6%, and the other 2% is your project materials, could be EPC, it could be your government project also, because these people have a certain part of their income coming from these places such as BEML, BHEL, all these government authorities होता है ना, government companies जो आप बोलते हो, PSU companies आप बोलते हो, यहाँ से भी उनका थोड़ा orders है. In fact, if you look at them, this Q2 FY25 में a lot of contracts from this BML, BHEL, HAL, all of this has been reduced. So this project could be that over here, this 2%, okay. Now other than that, if you can see, like the last thing over here is Consa customers. If you see over here, 62% of the revenue is coming from top 5 customers, okay. Now over here, yes, obviously this becomes a little bit of a risk क्योंकि आपका 5 customers are contributing more than 50% of the revenue, which means अगर आपका एक customer भी 19-20 होता है वहाँ पे, then it obviously if they don't renew your contracts or anything, it can cause a dent over here, right? In fact, I don't remember which presentation was this. I think Q4 or Q1 का presentation, or probably Q3 of last year. I remember them telling कि like एक Bhatia एक company है, and there is this Bajaj company, Bajaj आपका automobiles जो है, they contribute around 40% of the total income जो है. I do not know if that revenue mix has changed as of now, because like I told you, this was long back, 1 or 2 quarters ago, okay. Now other than this also, if you see over here, another point I would like to add, this company is very small company. It is like 1000 crore का उतनी market cap नहीं है इसका. It is around 800 या 813 crore, I think the market cap is, okay. So 813 crore का market cap का company, what do you expect from them, right? Like it is going to be obvious कि like जितना छोटा company है, उतना उनका कस्टमर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा, बिकॉज वो 2-3 कंपनी है उसका इतना लार्ज ऑर्डर बुक दे देगा कि लाइक they'll take a huge chunk of that revenue pie. Okay, so this is both, you can tell, a boon also, a bane also. It depends on the situation. If things goes hunky dory for them, all well and good, but again on the other hand, if things go a little bit negative, that one customer that one customer can totally subdue the entire growth prospect. Okay, now, so this is the entire business model. I hope you all got the gist of कि like exactly Tiger Logistics क्या करता है, ये पैसा कैसे बनाते हैं. बेसिकली एक कंपनी जो होता है उसका लॉजिस्टिक्स का पूरा हैंडल करता है, एक जगह से दूसरे जगह में उसको पहुंचाने में, राइट. एंड they take a pie of, and they for the service they provide, they make money out of it. Okay, so I hope this part, the entire business model is clear cut. इसमें आपका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Yeah, now let's see like iska, why is this, why, what is the opportunity over here, like what is it, what is the trigger that is there over here ki like yahan pe aapko that it can be an interesting opportunity. Okay, now the first and the foremost thing is yahan pe the bullish guidance that has been given by the management. Okay, like you can see yahan pe, you can see vision 2027 unhone bola hai, by 2027, vision 2027, we will do around 20 billion, which is nothing but 2000 crore in revenue. Okay, पूरा साल 2027 में we are expecting, we are targeting और 2000 crore in revenue. Okay, और अगर आप FY24 का एंड, मतलब पूरा साल का FY24 का अगर आप रेवेन्यू देखते हो, FY24 रेवेन्यू was 240 crore. So that is literally, I mean, approximation अगर मैं करूँ 200 to 2000 is almost 10x, but if you take exactly, it is around 8 to 8.5x in terms of revenue growth, right? Like मतलब 3 साल में the company is targeting around 8.5x, growth in terms of revenue. I mean, think about it, right? It is not a small number. If you talk about this, 240 crore से अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ 240 to 2000 crore in revenue in just a span of 3 years, that is like 100% CAGR every year. Then, like, I mean, that's just bonkers, right? Like, how is it possible? And can you see here H1 FY25? मतलब इस साल, the first year, in the first half of the year only, they have done 261 crore, which is more than पूरा लास्ट ईयर को पूरा साल का रेवेन्यू. FY24 entire year was 240 crore, and this year in the 6 months only they have crossed that FY24 ka revenue. So obviously the execution over here is going really well, and they're getting closer to this 2000 crore ka target. Okay, now what is the reason, how are they going to achieve this 2000 crore ka revenue? What are the triggers over here, we will discuss. But before going into that guidance ka part, how are they going to, let us see at least in the first half of the year, how has the result been, how has the numbers been. Okay, so first of all, let us look at the Q2 FY25 financials. Okay, अगर आप Q2 FY25 का financials में अगर आप देखते हो, you can see growth तो दमदार है, मतलब absolutely stunning set of numbers आप बोल सकते हो. मतलब can you imagine, ये like sales जो है, it has increased by 3x, not 3%, मतलब 3x, 300% का sales growth किया है. And obviously करेगा ना, पूरा साल का FY24 का revenue 6 months में ही किया, ठीक है. And PAT जो है, PAT has grown by 2.3x. Now obviously यहाँ पे operating leverage has been missing, but think about this now, when you're growing so much, right? आप 300% का ग्रोथ कर रहे हो year on year. I mean, it's crazy, it's bonkers, right? And when you're doing this 300% का growth, and on top of that you're a logistic company, ठीक है. मतलब you can imagine logistics में कितना expenses होता है. Let's say for example, you have to send एक माल from here, from let's say आपका गोडाउन से दूसरा गोडाउन में, ठीक है. And you're taking that air freight, okay? You're taking the हवाई जहाज का. पहले आपको फ्लाइट लोगों से बात करना पड़ता है, उसके बाद आपको इतना सारा रेगुलेशन है, आपको उसका फीस देना पड़ता है, उसका कुछ मेंटेनेंस देना पड़ता है, ठीक है. After that, there are so many middlemen over here at the end of the day, so many things, right? And once it goes, you have to pay the truck drivers, अगर आप road transportation में जा रहे हो, so many things that are going on. So as a result, यहाँ पे expenses भी उतना ही rate है. And when you're growing at 300% year on year, the expenses also will be growing at that similar rate now, right? So as a result, you can see यहाँ पे operating leverage miss होना, it is completely, I would say, okay यहाँ पे. I mean, see, if they get an operating leverage, it would be even better. But having said that, understand कि like यहाँ पे ये पहले तो B2B है, and on top of that logistics में है, there are so many moving parts over here that, and on top of that, if you're targeting this 300% kind of growth and 100% CAGR, it was obvious कि like आपका expenses इतना बढ़ेगा कि like आपका operating leverage शायद नहीं मिला. And but in spite of that, I'll tell you the fact that they have been able to grow the PAT at 2.3x is quite commendable, to be very honest, considering the kind of industry they operate in. Okay, I mean, they could have easily not got any operating leverage for that matter, but the fact that they were able to do it is quite commendable. Okay, margins are also quite stable, and you can see PAT margin जो है, PAT margin is also quite stable over here. Do not expect more of margins over here. या आपका EBITDA margins also to improve, just because the sales are growing. Reason again, first of all, it is a B2B model. As you know, B2B model is a squeezed model. ठीक है, I always tell a squeezed या एक sandwich model होता है B2B model, because let's say for example, पहला इसी बात में बात करते हैं logistics company में. ठीक है, how does this work? First of all, when you have to let's take Bajaj for example. Bajaj gives order for Tiger Logistics. मेरा 1000 गाड़ी है, तुम मेरे एक गोडाउन से दूसरे गोडाउन में बेच दो. ठीक है, they're giving you this order. Okay, they're not going to pay you full amount for this, right? They will probably give you 40 to 30% of your 40 to 30% to execute this. Okay, so but you have to take all this, and then you have to go to the ship. You have to pay the custom duty over there. After that, there are so many other duties that you have to pay. Then once it gets landed onto the port, you have to make sure you transport from that port to the roadways to that godown. Right? इतना सारा आपका expenses है. ठीक है, and after that, after you completely आपका जो माल है, you have completely given it to, you've delivered it. After that, probably 2 months or 1 month, whatever the clearance is, whatever the time you have agreed on, the deal is, they get the money. So can you imagine the amount of money that is required over here for working capital? And on top of that, यहाँ पे पहला तो B2B business model है, and on top of that, you're a logistics company, which means what? आपका यहाँ पे इतना सारा cost है, यहाँ पे transportations को cost है, driver, whoever is operating over here, drivers को cost है. Then other than that, drivers and employee cost, you have to pay for this various custom duty. You have to also get everything, insurance आपको pay करना पड़ता है, right? Custom duty होगा, insurance होगा. Sometimes insurance is paid by the customer, sometimes you have to take care of the insurance. It depends, right? Other than that, if you look at it, और क्या cost हो सकता है यहाँ पे, again यहाँ पे इतना सारा moving parts है ना, इतना सारा regulations है, वही लोग आपका खा लेते हैं. That is the most irritating thing I would say with logistics company. आपका ये organization, वो organization, it is just a headache, man, literally. And anyways, and you people shouldn't ask me to analyze this kind of companies, because this, especially this Tiger Logistics, it took me back to my engineering days, because these people they've got a license for, I'll cover this later, they've got a license for IATA, which is, and me being an aeronautical engineer, it's something that I studied, and it took me to that rabbit hole of my engineering days. Like I just don't enjoy that. Anyways, coming back to FY25 numbers, you can see, H1 FY25 numbers, you can see from the screen, very fabulous. And, you can see that they're inching towards that 2000 crore in terms of target that they have for FY27. They're inching closer and closer to that. And this number is a testament over here. Okay? हम यहाँ पे volume growth भी अगर आप देख सकते हो, this TUE is I think 20 foot equivalent. It is a metric that they use in logistics. या आप shipping बोल सकते हो. It is a metric that they use. Just like how we have in steel and steel companies में हम बोलते हैं ना metric tons. Similarly, this is a kind of metric. Okay. So यहाँ पर भी also can you see, if you look at in terms of year on year, Q2 of last year versus Q2 of this year, volume growth भी very fabulous 34.7%. यहाँ पर भी can you see volume growth on a year on a half yearly is also grown by 53.5. अगर आप air transport देखते हो, air transport also on a year on year basis, it has grown by 4.5x. Now why air transport has grown by 4.5x is because earlier these people, if you look at them, when they were doing this air transportation, they didn't have this license. Okay, एक अगर आपको air freight में अगर आपको कुछ बेचना है directly, then as a logistic company you have to get this license from IATA. IATA is nothing but International Air Transport Association, या International Air Transport Association, something of that. Okay, and ये IATA जो है, it is an organization which is an international body of organization which regulates everything. Okay, let's say for example अगर एक new airline आ रहा है, ठीक है, what is the airline has to get license from IATA to operate. Okay, they set up the rules and regulations कि like कैसा होता है, क्या होता है, everything. Basically they're like the government body, just like how we have DGCA in India, right? In India we have DGCA for civil aviation. Similarly, IATA is that international regulating body for all the airline companies, for all the logistic company, anything regarding air transport, they are the big daddy of that. इतना समझो वो काफी है, ठीक है? And over here, if you have this logistic, यहाँ पे if you have this logistic license from IATA, then what happens is it becomes easier for you. You can directly book आपका ये logistics का space from the flight, from the airlines. You can directly deal with the airlines, right? And of course आप अगर आप directly airlines के साथ deal कर रहे हो, आपका थोड़ा middleman का जो cost है वो बच जाता है, आपका margins थोड़ा बढ़ा होते हैं. Earlier they didn't have this IATA का license. As a result they were doing to different other agent. कोई और agent होता था जिसके पास IATA का license होता था, and they were sending these malls through that agent, okay, like that. Now since they have this IATA का license, they have cut out that middleman. Now remember मैंने बोला था ना उसमें when we were talking about margins के लिए कि यहाँ पे इतना सारा middleman होता है कि like आपके लिए कुछ बचता ही नहीं है. Now you understand मैं किसका बात कर रही थी. So there are many things like this. It's just a nuisance. Let me tell you, I'm an aeronautical engineer. I know, like you know, like airline industry is like the worst industry you can ever work, you can ever invest, or you can ever operate it, to be very honest, you know. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I studied it and I hated every inch of it, but it literally is. I'm telling you, it is the worst industry you can ever operate. There are certain things I'll tell you, you know, in terms of technology, in terms of innovation, right? It is probably a boon to mankind. Like think about it. You are sitting here from Bangalore. I can go to US, you know, just in 20 hours, 21 hours. Probably earlier it should take 1 week, 20 days, right, in ship and everything. So it is a boon to mankind. But at the same time, you know, just because it's a boon to mankind, certain things are a boon to mankind, doesn't mean it becomes an extremely profitable business also. Because look at any airline business, and it is so difficult to operate, you know. Aapka profit, aapka margins is very razor thin. It's very hard to ever find an airline company throughout the world that has been profitable, you know, for a longer period of time. Like, you know, like how you can see how investors have been benefited from FMCG company. Very difficult to find the same thing in this, anybody operating in this airline company. क्योंकि जब वो company पैसा नहीं बनाते, क्या shareholder, क्या employees वहाँ पे पैसा बनाएगा, right? So it's just a very fancy industry, you know, very fancy, very nice industry. But as an investor, as a people, if you're working over there, it's very tedious. It's a lot of nuisance. Okay, but anyways, coming back, let's not digress. As you can see, numbers are great. In terms of the other metric which is there, आपका volume data is also great. ठीक है. Now हम बात करते हैं यहाँ पे इसका बैलेंस शीट में. मैं जाके आपको दिखाती हूँ कि लाइक लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड एंड सी अगर बैलेंस शीट में कुछ गड़बड़ है कि नहीं. या आई वांट टू यहाँ पे as you can see other income में last time it was 4 lakhs. Okay. And now you can see other income it is 2.23 crores. Okay. And although the expenses also has increased by, you know, 3x, 49 से आप बोल सकते हो 152 crores हुआ है. Sorry, it's 49, right? I sometimes, yeah, it's 49 crores से 152 crores हुआ. Even expenses has multiplied over here, right? I do not know what, see, when your profit is hardly 7.53 crores, right? And you have a 2.23 other crore income, I would have ignored this 2.23 other crore income. Let's say if your profit is like 100 crore or something, it's okay. But when you have a single digit आपका profit in है and other income यहाँ पे है, so it is a bit a question to ask like ये क्या है ये other income. And I couldn't find the answer in Concall. I also went through their annual report and I saw there is no footnotes also over here. So if anybody finds this, let me know. Although I would say, you know, over here also, again, you have to give a little bit of grace considering over here, even the expenses also has increased by, you know, almost 3x over here. Okay. Now, when you look at their balance sheet, again, balance sheet में कुछ problem नहीं है, right? Whether you look at their debt levels, whether you look at their debt to equity levels or any other metrics, asset liability mismatch, कुछ भी नहीं है, ठीक है? The only thing I will tell you in cash flows, अगर आप देखते हो, cash flows, can you see if you compare last year of September versus this year September, cash flows before working capital, it has almost doubled. Last time 6.3 था, अभी 13.1 है, ठीक है? It has doubled over here, right? Now over here can you see यहाँ पे receivables जो है, this is the most important thing. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे एक बड़ा change है, receivables has gone negative, यहाँ पे बढ़ गया है, ठीक है? Last time receivables कुछ negative नहीं था. This time can you see यहाँ पे almost 41 crore, 41.5 आप बोल सकते हो, 41.5 crore they haven't got. Sale किया है but they have not been able to get it from the customer. Now here is the thing, this is, I know a lot of people might, you know, might make an issue out of this when you tell अबे यहाँ पे तो 10 crore था, मतलब nothing. Look at the change over here from like 10 to 41, like what is this? Like I told you, understand over here, इसलिए मैंने पहले चीजें बोला था, business model को समझो. If you don't understand business model, you will never understand the financial statements either, right? And this is exactly what we are going to do in the workshop, because I think a lot of people know how to read a con call, but how to read the financial statement, but you're not able to decipher and connect to the points, like it becomes very hard, right? And this is exactly what we're going to teach in that investment checklist workshop, which is happening on Jan 11th and 12th of 2025. It is a live workshop. I think you all know, right? I've given a lot of ads on this. मैंने post भी लिखा है इसके बारे में YouTube and Twitter maybe. So आप उस workshop में register कर लो, and you will get entire review as like how to connect different points, and you will be able to do this all by yourself. Now coming back यहाँ पे, like I told you, ये एक B2B model है, and I also explained you यहाँ पे ये लोग कैसे यहाँ पे पैसा बनता है, why that receivables यहाँ पे working capital में कितना खर्चा होता है, right? इतना working capital में capital क्यों चाहिए, why do you need so much money, right? It goes back to the same point over here. And on top of that, when your sales has increased by 300%, I would say this is completely fine, right? Because see, when your sales is increasing by 300%, quarter on quarter में इतना growth आ रहे, and this is bound to happen. And on top of that, you're a B2B, and on top of that, you're a logistics company जहाँ पे इतना middleman है कि like so obviously यहाँ पे receivables इतना बढ़ना is totally okay. And another thing, it is a very very small company, like I told you, 1000 crore से एक छोटा company है, 800 crore का company है. What can you expect over here, right? Like कहाँ से आएगा इतना working capital का funding यहाँ पे, right? So over here, this is the only thing, but again, not a negative point. इसके वजह से आप देख सकते हो कि like cash flows जो है, it has become negative over here mostly, like 24 crore का negative में है compared to, like there is no other big changes over here. ठीक है, ठीक है. Other than that, done. You can see a trade payables is done properly. Obviously, if you don't pay it, आपका customs में clearance नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा, वो सब होगा, problems होगा. Other than that, absolutely no problem. The only thing, only thing over there you can see is यहाँ पे एक बड़ा problem था receivables. Explain it to you कि like क्या है, ठीक है? So that's with the cash flows and everything, ठीक है? So now you see over here कि like over here, if you see, we've covered the business model, we've covered the Q2 FY25 numbers, we covered the balance sheet and cash flows, and everything is top notch. Okay. Now coming back, we will go to the guidance as to how they plan to do this 2000 crore, right? Q2 FY25 numbers में आपने देखा कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं था Q2 FY25 numbers में. In fact, they are raising 400 crores extra, right? We will come to that over here. So how is this 2000 crore going to be achieved? Okay. First of all, they're going to be starting this digital thing. Now like let's say for example, if you're a company and you have to get, like I told you, Bajaj को 1000 गाड़ी बेचना है somewhere else, right? You will have a department in your company. उनको call करना पड़ता है, quotation लेना पड़ता है, and then you compare that quotation with somebody else, right? So many things are there. So what these people are doing is they've started this new tech. They're going more into this technological thing where they've started this new fridge jar 2.0 बोल के एक उनका application है which they've started. ठीक है? So over here क्या होता है? Let's say for example, if you're a company, right? You can see over here. You can put कि like कहाँ से आपका you can tell from where you're transporting, कहाँ से कहाँ जाना है, कितना माल है, कितना kgs का है वो, right? And you can get an instant quotation यहाँ पे. You don't have to go through that hassle, right? So they're trying to make it as user friendly for their customers as possible. Similarly, at the same time, from this उनका ये Fridjar 2.0 में it becomes very very clear for you, as you know कि like यहाँ पे अभी क्या होता है, आपका सारा product के ऊपर एक QR code लगा रहता है, ठीक है? Now once this QR code is there, you get a real time update कि like where exactly your shipping is, is it moving from your godown से godown से आपका कहाँ से जा रहा है, everything real time update you get. Okay, and इसके वजह से they will be able to reduce their logistic cost by 30%, and you can see कि like 5 working days working capital थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा also over here. ठीक है? So this is one thing. One is the digital play. They're going completely in the tech front, because of which they will be able to do better. The other thing over here is newer geographies. As you know, यहाँ पे one of the more, again, another thing with logistic companies especially, you need to get permission for everywhere. Okay, अगर आप India से अगर आप you have to take part in the logistics, let's say to transport something to US, to Bangladesh, any place, right? Then everybody, there is an authority, there is a body that is controlling that space, and you have to get permission from there to operate over here. So these people over here now, they're targeting newer geographies in terms of US, Bangladesh, UK. These are the three new geographies that they're targeting. And again, more geographies that you have, more accessibility that you have, more companies you can onboard and get your sales up. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे digital play हो रहा है. Geographies में, let's say geographies में यहाँ पे volume growth आता है, right? The more geographies you go to, आपका distribution system अच्छा होता है, because of which आपका volume growth आता है. ठीक है? Acquisitions. Now यहाँ पे acquisition कहाँ पे हो रहा है? Is because as you can see, मैंने बोला ना यहाँ पे multimodal transportation है, but multimodal transportation में भी they are more into, let's say, the shipping, okay, waterways में. ठीक है? And waterways में क्या होता है? You would have seen ना, आपने movies में देखा होगा, ये एक बड़ा container जो होता है through which you send your माल. Have you seen that Devara movie, that recent one? I am pretty sure you saw the containers. Now, इस containers में when you send some माल, there is two types. One is fully loaded container या partially loaded, LCL. इसको बोलते हैं FCL and LCL. FCL is full loaded container and LCL is less than loaded container. फुल लोड कंटेनर का मतलब क्या है? आपका एक कंटेनर में एक बिजनेस का सिर्फ उसी का ही माल जाएगा. लेट्स से एक कंटेनर में सिर्फ बजाज का गाड़ी ही जाएगा, दूसरे का नहीं. लेस देन लोडेड कंटेनर में क्या है? उस कंटेनर में शायद आपका मैरिको का एक पैराशूट का हाफ स्पेसेस बाय मैरिको, द अदर हाफ स्पेसेस प्रोबेबली बाय सम बासमती राइस में आप कर रहे हो. ठीक है? नाउ हियर ओवर हियर विद दिस, व्हाट दे हैव इज दे ओनली हैव दिस FCL. They are doing sales only through fully loaded container only they have. They don't have this LCL. So they're looking for any company, they're looking to target any mid-sized company that is at least doing 100 crores of sale and is morely into this less than loaded container. Unka permission hai. They're looking to acquire that company over here. Of course, now again over here also volume growth aega the more, because see, certain times probably a company wouldn't need they don't have so much capacity. Unka utna logistics nahi hai, utna maal nahi hai ki like they have to use a fully container. Then unka loss hoga na. And these people probably do not have that permission for that. So that is why they're looking for this acquisition over here. ठीक है? The other thing is green logistics. ये green logistics क्या है? पहला तो है, they have launched a new initiative called TiGreen. TiGreen का मतलब, you would have seen all these renewable sources ना, solar, wind. Okay, it's getting recorded, but I get very scared that that recording will stop all of a sudden. But anyways, so they've started this new initiative called TiGreen, where they use all this logistics, all this renewable logistics ke liye, they are using this new brand called TiGreen. Other than that, in this green logistics, what they're doing is, now right, a lot of companies are having this pressure to go all green, carbon neutral hona chahiye, green sustainability and everything. So they're getting a lot of EV ka fleet, electric vehicle ka fleet, for these kind of companies. And electric vehicle में भी उनका शायद यहाँ पे margins ज़्यादा है. As a result, they're venturing more. Again, it is not like a clear-cut plan right now if they are going to go, when they'll go, because they're still evaluating as to like, how beneficial it is going to be for them. Are they going to get more orders over here? And if they're going to get orders, is it going to be better or more profitable than the existing logistics that they have? How is it going to be? They're still evaluating it. But again, this is also something that they're looking for. Okay, so these four ways that are there is how they're going to achieve their 2000 crore ka revenue target that is there. Mostly यहाँ पे acquisition, the three most important thing is, one is the acquisitions. Any news can come forward in this year or in the coming year. This is one thing. And in fact, like I told you, they have raised around 400 crores of I think उन्होंने QIP किया है. 400 crore they have raised in this acquisition to fund this acquisition. The other thing is digital play. Although the digital play, इनका ये acceptance from the customer is a bit low, it is not as expected as they wanted to be. This is another trigger. And the most important trigger is geography यहाँ पे, because geography, कितना आपको नया geography में operate करने के लिए आपको permission मिलेगा, आपका you get over there, उतना आपका distributions बढ़ सकता है, because more and more company would want to go over there. Probably you will get there. Distribution बढ़ेगा तो volume growth आएगा तो asset turnover better होगा. Asset turnover better होगा, क्या होगा? ROE आपका बढ़ेगा, because ROE का तीन पहिया कौन है? Asset turnover, margins and आपका financial leverage. Okay, financial leverage तो इनको already है because of the debt and everything. But over here, the most margins I do not see much, because it's a logistic company and on top of that the B2B company. So most of the thing यहाँ पे कहाँ से आने वाले? Volume growth से आने वाले. And that volume growth का main wheel कहाँ है? This newer geography. In fact, in the last, I think in Q3 or Q4, these people had done an क्या बोलते हैं यहाँ पे, with Bangladesh का एक company है. Yeah, they signed a MOU with this Powerpack Holdings, to operate. It's a JV to operate in that area, in Bangladesh area. Can you see? You can just read this slide. You will get a idea about it. So एक zone होता है I don't know how you pronounce it, Mongla economic zone, Mongla economic port, वहाँ पे they will get an access over there, to operate over here. So यहाँ पे इन्होंने एक MOU sign किया था, but unfortunately क्या हुआ है, because of all these आपने तो सुना ही होगा, right, बांग्लादेश पे इतना कुछ problem हो रहा है, right, so many problems are coming up in Bangladesh, after that, who was it, I think Sheikh Hasina, they threw her out of the country and everything, right, and so many political things are happening over there, because of which they have withhold this entire investment that is supposed to happen, right. So this is one thing I had to highlight. कहाँ है हम, क्या बात कर रहे थे, हाँ, right. So this is how this 2000 crore ka guidance is going to be achieved. The most important thing, like I told you, is two things. They have to do the acquisition so that they can again get much more clients. Agar acquisition kiya to it is much better for them. Then the other thing is newer geographies. Kitna aap naya geographies jaoge, utna aapka distribution badhega to volume growth badhega to asset turnover is better, versus let's say aapka ROE वहां पे बढ़ेगा, ठीक है. So this is how the entire thing. So now let me wrap this entire thing up. Oh yeah, we have to do the valuation part. Okay, so let me wrap this entire thing up by telling we covered the business model, we covered the numbers, we covered the guidance part, we covered how they will achieve it. Now let us see कि like valuations कैसा लगता है इस company का, ठीक है. Now as you can see यहाँ पे हम लोग सिर्फ 1 year forward का पी कैलकुलेशन करते हैं. एज यू कैन सी यहाँ पे सेल्स जो इज अराउंड 240 करोड़ FY24 का. FY24 का पैट इज 13 करोड़ एंड H1 FY25 का पैट मार्जिन इज 4.7%. नाउ हमने क्या देखा, H1 FY25 में इन 6 months they had clocked around how much? They had clocked around 261 crores in sales. Okay. And for these kind of company, H2 is better than H1. All of this logistics, infra, EPC, सब बोलो, सबका H2 is better than H1, ठीक है. और एक reason why H2 is better than H1 is because आप you would know कि like H1 में we have monsoon season. Monsoon season में क्या होता है आपका, rain होता है. Because of rains, a lot of ships जो होता है, they don't go out in the sea, right? Not just they don't go out in the sea, as you know, monsoon season में आपका harvesting नहीं होता है. So you would see ना यहाँ पे राइस का जो राइस का जो खेती है, ऑल दिस राइस कंपनीज एंड एवरीथिंग, दे डोंट डू हार्वेस्ट. अगर वो हार्वेस्ट नहीं करते देन नथिंग विल गो इनटू प्रोडक्शन. सो वहां पर भी इवन द क्लाइंट्स डोंट सेंड एनी, दे डोंट सेंड एनी, क्या बोलते, दे डोंट सेंड देयर माल फॉर, आई मीन their goods to be transported, or even they face a lag over there because of the season. The other thing also, you will see monsoon season में a lot of flights get delayed, it gets cancelled, you can't operate over here. Okay, so in H1 if they have done 261 crore in spite of having one of the leanest quarter in the year, they can do, and H2 is greater than H1, they should be at least able to do another 260 crore, right? It is basic logic. So mota moti they have to be able to clock at least 500 crore. Okay, let's say things go really well, there is no war, there is nothing, 500 crore is something they have to be able to do minimum, considering that the situations that is there, the demand that is there, the tailwinds that is there continues to remain. Okay, so that is why they've taken 500, and have taken the most bullish case scenario, probably 600, right? It could be more than that also, but 600 is something that I've taken. Okay, so agar 500 है, 600 है, is the two estimation, and I've taken the 4.7% is a PAT margin. I am assuming कि like यहाँ पे PAT margins जो है will not improve. PAT margins can even inch up to 5%, which is their FY24 का PAT margin 5 to 5.5% also. But I'm thinking कि like H1 FY25 में जो PAT margins है वही का वही PAT margins रहेगा, ठीक है. And if that is the case, right, you will get FY25 का PAT कितना होगा, either 23.5 or 28.2. And when you compare it to FY24 ka numbers, you see that the sales growth that is there. This is FY24 ka number, this is FY25 ka number. So you will see the sales growth is either 100 or 150%, and PAT that is there again will be around 80 to 110. Of course, again here another thing, operating leverage shayad yahan pe nahi milega. Again, if the PAT margin increases over here, PAT margin stands a chance to improve. Obviously, yahan pe PAT bhi improve hoga, PAT growth bhi hoga. Now, considering these two PAT, FY25 ka PAT, FY25 का पैट एंड द मार्केट कैप एज ऑफ टुडे इज 813 करोड़. आपका 1 year वैल्यूएशन कितना होगा, 34/28. हाउ डिड वी कैलकुलेट दिस? वैल्यूएशन इज नथिंग बट आपका मार्केट कैप, नेट प्रॉफिट एंड मार्केट कैप बी डिवाइडेड, एंड एज यूजुअल दैट वी डू विद एनी कैलकुलेशन दैट वी डू, राइट, वी कैलकुलेट द पैट. We calculate the PAT with net profit margin, because net profit margin is nothing but your PAT divided by your sales, right? And that is how we do it. Okay, so we get the, for this 100% ka growth engine, 100, forget about 150% ka growth engine, this This guy is telling that he will double, not double, sorry, he will take the sales literally 8.5x in 3 years, right? I mean, that's kind of crazy, but still, for this 100% ka growth engine, 100 to 150% ka growth engine, 1 year forward P stands between 28 to 34. Okay. Now let's say the best case scenario, like literally the best case scenario, let's say the management ka koi bhi problem nahi aata hai and they're able to seamlessly execute over here. ठीक है, कुछ भी problem नहीं आता है and everything they're able to execute over here. ठीक है, which means what? In the next 3 years, in FY27, they will be able to clock how much? 2,000 crore in sales. Exactly जो guidance में बोला था वो करके ही दिखाएगा वो. They will walk the talk. Okay. So 2,000 crore in sales, 5% PAT margin. I'm taking 5% यहाँ पे PAT margin, which is FY24 का PAT margin. In that case क्या होता है? FY27 का PAT कितना होता है? 100 crore. So FY24 से FY27, the sale is almost 8 to 8.5x sales growth, and PAT growth will be from 13 to 100 crores, which is almost 6 to 7x in terms of PAT growth, right? And आपका 3 year का, because we are taking 3 year का forward P calculation, 3 year का forward P कितना होता है? 8.13. So if you're looking from there, आज का जो PE is nothing. But having said that, I will tell you, I would never, ever, even in my dreams, would consider this as the case. I'll tell you why, is because I would rather look at it from a year to year perspective and see, rather than look at a 3 year perspective. I will explain you that in the risk part. Now we've covered everything, right? We've understood कि like क्या opportunity है, कैसा guidance करेगा, everything. Let us see कि like यहाँ पे risk क्या है at the end of the day. ठीक है? Now over here, can you see the first thing we discussed is asset light model, which means what? 98% of their fleet जो है is hired. They are hiring it from somebody else, right? So when the order is good, they can always increase the fleet. When the order is not there, they can always decrease it, and so of course उनका यहाँ पे कुछ भी खर्चा नहीं है, so it is good. But let's say for example there can be certain times where everybody like let's say for example जो आज का situation है या 2 महीने का पहला जो situation था, because of this Ukraine का war, because of this Israel Hamas का war, the entire Red Sea का area was disrupted, right? Because of these wars. As a result, what, a lot of ships couldn't go through, which means what, a lot of containers didn't go through. If the containers are not going, you have only little bit of supply, then the demand is more, आपका prices भी बढ़ता है वहाँ पे. So obviously you're fighting. Since you don't have anything of your own, you have to fight with other people, and probably you do not get availability of container. अगर आपका availability of container नहीं होता, you will not be able to clock the sale, right? Which has also happened to them in the past. I think in Q4 and Q3 of last year, because of this Israel का Hamas का war, इतना कुछ war के वजह से, since they don't have anything of their own, they're hiring somebody else, and they didn't get this. Container का prices भी ऊपर था, if you were tracking any export का companies, you saw everybody crying कि like export में logistics का prices इतना बढ़ गया था, right? And on top of that, non-availability of container, these people also suffered because of that. So it is good. It is both boon and a bane. Because boon, because आपका asset light होता है, you don't have anything on your balance sheet, you don't have to worry, right? It is good. Also at the same time, when things go bad, you are also put in the same crux only. Like you will not be able to clock sale. I mean, the worst case scenario is because of non-availability of container, you don't get to clock the sale. Similarly, यहाँ पे, since you do not have anything of your own, यहाँ पे logistics का issue जो आता है, because of which when there is this war and everything, prices इतना बढ़ जाता है, right? Because of the supply demand issue, because demand is there, supply is not there. Again इसके वजह से क्या होता है, आपका margin जो होता है पूरा का पूरा खा जाता है यहाँ पे. So this is another risk. Like I told you, they're much dependent on a third party at the end of the day for their business operations to go through, right? And you have to really pray to God. I'm telling you, if you are an investor over here, you really need to pray to God. Like, bhai, let's hoping that there is no war at all, no war anywhere, because एक war आ जाता है, ये company का पूरा चौपट होता है सब कुछ, ठीक है? The other thing, since these people are working with the customers, it is a B2B thing, right? They work in a fixed contract. Now, this contract could be for 2 months or 3 months, because like I told you, the shipping cost, logistics cost keeps varying, right? And at times, they will not be able to hike up the prices. Like, for example, when this kind of situations happen, probably they're having a fixed contract and, some war happens, all of a sudden something happens. Since this fixed cost is there, they will not be able to get a price hike. Or even if they do get a price hike, now it becomes very, very difficult over here. Unlike a B2C company, they can't just go and increase it over there. Since you work on a contract, it becomes very difficult for you to get a price hike over here. आपका यहाँ पे pricing power उतना कुछ नहीं है, because think about it now. If you are costing me more, I'm pretty sure there will be some other logistics company over there that will be able to underquote me than what you'll be able to sell, right? I mean, there's always competition over here, right? And competition is not just from आपका domestic players, unorganized players, but both international players भी है, domestic players भी है, organized player भी है, unorganized player भी है. Organized मतलब these big chains such as Blue Dart, Delivery and all of that. Some companies I'm giving an example. Also unorganized मतलब छोटा जो local player होता है ना आपका, वो भी होता है. So यहाँ पे बहुत risk है, I can tell you. I think we covered this part now. हाँ. Yeah, the other risk over here is, like I told you, these people यहाँ पे export import में ही they export 80% of their goods and 20% is they do on import. Now यहाँ पे, like I told you, since you're dealing with logistic company and logistics में भी आपका खास से ज्यादा पैसा आ रहा है, आपका revenue आ रहा है automobiles में. We saw that automobile was around 78%. Now think about it, your entire business model is dependent कि like economic कैसे करेगा. Because if the country is doing well, if we have a good GDP growth, if we are doing well, as India is doing well, you will export more, you will import more, ना economic activity will be more. तो क्या होगा, आपका logistics बढ़ जाएगा. But the minute यहाँ पे economy में कुछ थोड़ा 19-20 होता है, again you will suffer because उतना कुछ export import नहीं होता है. Another thing, like I told you, ये लोग 78% of the revenue is coming from automobile. Automobile, as you all know, is a very, very cyclical industry, right? Again, automobile is also dependent on what? Economic activity. जब let's say for example, जब COVID में था, पूरा का पूरा economic activity was down, 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler का सारा का sales ही नहीं था, right? Obviously, अगर लोग पैसे नहीं बना रहे हैं, why will they go and buy a car and bike and scooter? जब पैसा नहीं है घर में, वो आपको what are you going to be concerned with? Are you going to be concerned with रोटी खाना and मकान, or are you going to be concerned with driving? कौन सा गाड़ी लेना है? So as a result, can you see over here? And you will see that all the two-wheelers companies suffered so much over here, right? And now you're seeing slowly यहाँ पे सब कुछ ऊपर आ रहा है, सब कुछ is getting better over here. So the fact that these people are totally dependent on the economic activity, they're also dependent on certain industries that are extremely cyclical. It becomes a huge, again, another risk over here. The other thing is restriction to geography. Like I told you, if you're a logistic company, especially any kind, air, waterways, everything, when you are reaching a new location, you need a lot of, you need how do I put this? You need that regulations. You need to pass through that regulation. You need to get that license. Let's say, for example, agar aap airways ho, let's say if you're an airline company, right? If you have to, let's say, start a new route, let's say aapko Bangalore se Bangkok mein you have to start a flight. You have to get all that permission from that Bangkok airport, Thailand ka, all that regulations. Aapko unka, like how we have over here DGCA, we have to pass the rules and regulation. Every country has their own airline ka thing where you have to pass. If you're going to America, if you want to put up a route, you have this, what is that? Federal Aviation, FAA, I think you have, and for Europe you have this EASA. Europe ka ek hai, it is called as EASA, we call it as, you have to get the regulation. So similarly, whenever you go to a newer geography, every geography is controlled by a certain set of people, a certain set of regulatory body, and you have to pass that regulations, right? And you have to get license. Not just that, there are certain times where a particular set of logistics is handled by a certain company. You have to get their permission also, because the government does it like, अरे भाई मुझे ये नहीं करना, they contracted to somebody else. So a lot of, like I told you ना, यहाँ पे इतना सारा middleman है ना, ये like it's so difficult to operate, so difficult to operate, right? Industry barrier is also high, but also at the same time जो operate करे उसका भी like मतलब सर फट जाता है यहाँ पे. And on top of that, infrastructure, like I told you, if you have to start catering to a newer geography. Let's say आपको roadways में करना है, you have to transport something from Bangalore to Mangalore. Let's say या Hassan में आपको you have to send it. Okay. Now let's say if the infrastructure is not good, right? Let's say if roads वहाँ पे अच्छा नहीं है, बारिश की वजह से कुछ हुआ है, you don't have a good roadways or a waterway or anything, then क्या होगा? आपका delay होगा in terms of delivery time. You have to spend a lot more also, which again is a problematic thing for you, right? So you're much more dependent on the external environment again for you to be right. The other thing is trained staff. Like like I told you, would these people have a part of them, part of the revenue coming from customs, for example. You can't go hire some random people and keep them in customs. Now you have to pass certain exams and everything. You need a specifically trained staff, or it could be, you are passing some logistics from ship to anywhere. Again, all of you can't hire random people over here. You need specifically trained people over here to do it. Okay. The other thing is transit loss. Transit loss ka matlab kya hai? Transit loss, like example, when you are transporting the goods. Again, these people don't have anything of their own, right? They're hiring somebody to send their things. They're an asset light model. Now there is a problem over here. Since you do not have a control of all these things, anything can be stolen or it could be lost. And if something happens like that, then you have to bear the cost brunt of it, right? If you don't have insurance, obviously, but if you have insurance, again, see, it's still a problematic thing, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're losing a good or if something gets stolen, aap insurance ho na ho, the fact that you have to go through so much hassle itself, right? It's like, see, just because you have insurance doesn't mean, like, if you have a medical insurance doesn't mean you have to go and fall sick in the hospital, right? You have insurance, it is great, but what do we all pray for? That we don't fall sick, because nobody wants to go through the torture of getting the treatment, and nobody wants to go through the torture of, claiming that insurance either. Similarly here also, right? I mean, one is, if you lose something, your reputation is lost in front of your client, and the other thing is obviously like, you have to get into this haggle, right? So that is another big tension for them. The other thing, like I told you, customer and industry concentration, both again boon and a pain, because 78% is coming from automobile mein thoda sa idhar udhar hota hai, they'll have a problem. 40% is coming from 2 customers, and the top 5 customers are contributing 62%. एक भी इधर उधर हो जाते हैं, again problem. At the same time, you're a छोटा company, small cap हो, क्या ही कर सकते हो? आपका एक order इतना बड़ा मिल जाता है, तो वो पूरा का पूरा वही revenue खाता है. So overall, as you can tell, the things are good over here. It's not like the business model अच्छा है, आपका numbers अच्छा है, guidance अच्छा है, and they're inching every year, they're inching closer and closer and closer, to get better, right? In terms of the business and in terms of achieving the guidance. But at the same time, there is also so much risk also associated over here. This model is not as easy. I'm just going to stop this. Oh, I think this video is like almost an hour, man. But anyways, at the same time, the business model is not easy either. There is so many moving parts. There is so much risk. I mean, yeah, like I told you, if you're an FMCG company, if you're a domestic company, it is so easy, right? But over here, again, you can't blame them. It is just the nature of the business model. We need somebody to do this, right? So that our goods or somebody's goods get transported. But again, it's the nature of the business model. You can't really help it. But having said that, if you guys, I mean, understand both, it's a good opportunity also, but understand the risk also involved and the amount of risk that is also involved over here with the businesses, right? So that's that with Tiger Logistics. I hope, if you watched all the video until here, good luck. Thanks for listening to the yapping. But anyways, that's that with Tiger Logistics. Great company. The only thing I hope is, for this company, I really hope, because again, I really, when all these छोटे companies, they come up and they do so much, it's kind of heartwarming. So I really hope, this company is able to achieve that 2,000 crore in revenue by 527. And I pray to God that, whoever the shareholder is, they make a lot of money. And not just that, but कि like जो भी है in 3 साल में, probably they don't face any problem, no problem in terms of headwinds. Hopefully the economy goes all the way up, so these people do well. Hopefully there is no war, so their shipping, their airways में कुछ affect नहीं होता है. So that's that. I hope, so that's that. I hope everything goes well for them, and everybody who's involved, all the stakeholders make a lot of money, right? So I'm so dehydrated. So that's that about Tiger Logistics. I'll see you with another video tomorrow or something. But until then, take care. Bye.